So the second point of Tempur Adapt is going to be pressure relief. So we'll get into a really tried and true, proven demo that makes that come alive for the customer. So Daniel and I are here and talk to your customer about what they're sleeping on now, and in most cases, that's going to be a conventional mattress. So at home on a conventional mattress, Daniel, when you lie down, your body's pushing down on a set of springs, and what do you think the springs do?
They just compress.
They push back, right? Yeah, they push back, and that counter pressure is typically the biggest thief of your sleep. It's typically the number one reason you toss and turn, because you don't realize that you're sleeping on a surface that's doing this to you all night long, right? And so your brain is going to go to work to solve that problem, and the only way to solve it is to toss and turn to try to get away from it. Tempur-Pedic mattresses have virtually no counter pressure. The nature of Tempur material is to accept pressure without pushing back. But how do I make that come alive for the customer? As I said, I'm going to go to that tried and true demo, the keys demo. And Daniel, one of the questions I get about Tempur-Pedic mattresses pertain to that they're not easy to move in. And they're actually very easy to move in as long as I kind of walk you through that and show you how it's done. So I'd like you to roll away from me onto your side, but to do that, I'd like you to bend your right leg for me. And now you're just going to push down and roll that way. And that was easy, right?
Yeah,
So it's pretty easy to move. Go ahead and roll back on your back for me. So, pretty easy to move on the bed once you understand how to do that. Now let's get back to the counter pressure. Remember I said that Tempur-Pedic mattresses have virtually no counter pressure, to the extent that by now you should barely feel that you're on my car keys. Is that right?
That's right.
That's right. Right? Now that's a pretty simple demo, but it's very impactful. And if somebody's having issues with tossing and turning and sleep disturbance, you're going to get what I call wow factor, and that just means that the customer's going to say, wow, that's an emotional reaction, connection to the product, good idea to try to close the sale at that point. Notice that at the end of the demo, I did not turn to Daniel and say, now did you feel that you're on my car keys? That wasn't the question, right? The question was, you should have barely felt that you're on my car keys. In this instance, you want to think of the associate as the attorney. Like, I'm the good attorney, this is the witness on the stand. A good attorney never asks a question that they don't already know the answer to. If I turn to Daniel and say, now can you feel you're on my car keys? There's a good chance Daniel's going to say, yeah, I can feel them. Well, that doesn't help me. That doesn't move the sale forward, right? But if I ask him, you should barely feel you're on my car keys, is that right? There's only two possible answers. You're right, I barely feel them, which is the answer he gave me, or I don't feel them at all. Both of those answers give me wow factor, move the sale forward, get me closer to the happy chairs, writing up a Tempur-Pedic sale.